What's up, y'all? Hi, we're here for meditation tonight. It's July 7th, 8th, 9th, July 9th. And we're here for our Rebirth meditation series, meditation challenge. Today is day 6 out of 7. So I've been doing this since the beginning of July. And we have been meditating together on the theme of rebirth, the theme of death, the theme of release, and the possibility of what happens after death, what happens after we're done with something and we want to change and shift and move into a new phase. So that's really what we've been focusing on through the meditations, and tonight will be no different. So each time we've been doing a different practice in case you missed it. And all those are saved on my page. So you can go back and do any of the meditations or save them and do them whenever you want, how many times you want, etc., etc. You know the drill. And they're also saved on my podcast if you want to download them onto your phone and just listen to it like an audio meditation. That works too. So, hi. I'm excited. So tonight we're going to be together for about 30 minutes practicing Rebirth number 6. So we're going to start with a little bit of, again, some light movement. And then we're going to go into a meditation. So we'll be doing a little bit of visualization tonight, a little bit of what I call sensation meditation. I don't know if there's another name for that, but basically what I mean by that and what I'm referring to when I say that is I'll basically be describing different sensations to you, some physical, some emotional, and you are going to be attempting to bring that feeling, that sensation into your body so you can experience it. And I think this is really cool. It's an intuitive development exercise I do with some of my students and in Spirit School. And yeah, Spirit School is relaunching. In case you're wondering, I posted about that. And I'll be posting all the details about the dates and when we start and all that. And I'm going to do a whole nother live series talking about the class. So we'll talk more about it in detail, but for those who are curious, Spirit School is my intuitive development class, my intuitive connection class. And so the feelings or the feelings visualization or the sensation meditation is something that we practice in that class, surrounding the idea of like working on clear sentience, so psychic feeling. But I also think it's really a great tool for a meditation practice because it allows you to submerge yourself into the experience, to be able to feel things in your body and to be able to use that in your everyday life, be able to understand what is a feeling that is yours and what is a feeling that is someone else's, or collective feelings, or things that you're picking up from others. So I'm excited. We're going to be focusing on, again, the theme of rebirth. So we're going to start with some movement. If you'd like, you can sit in a chair. I'm on this really cool, like, rolly chair thing that I borrowed from my mom because the pain stuff that I've been talking about, and this is, like, really helpful for me. So if you see me rocking, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see. It's like this stool thing. But you can take a second and get comfortable. You're going to be seated in a chair like I am, sitting upwards with your feet flat on the floor if that is possible. And then once we go into the visualization stuff, you are more than welcome to lie down. So if you're watching the replay, you can pause and get yourself adjusted. And then everyone else will wait about like a minute and a half, get what you need. And I'm going to put on some relaxing music. So we'll give it a second. And this is going to be light movement, like nothing intense. It's just going to be like just like 5 minutes of stretching in your seat, basically, and a little bit of light breathing, but we're not going to be doing anything too difficult. And let's get the relaxing music. I'll give you guys 1 more minute. And again, we're going to be seated upwards in a chair or a couch, feet flat on the floor if that is possible, spine up as straight as you can. Just like some relaxing stuff in the background. Do, do, do. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so to begin, I'm just going to have us bring our hands to our heart. We're just going to close our eyes gently. Take a deep breath, breathing in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Just stay here for a moment with your eyes closed. Just envisioning yourself surrounded by a circle of beautiful light. Reflecting from the sun surrounding you. Allowing you to feel comfortable, to feel open, and to feel connected in this moment. As we begin to just slowly awaken our bodies. Perhaps we've been seated for a long time now, or we've been running around or cleaning, at work, wherever you've been. Just take a second to just come back into presence. Just know, okay, I'm here right now, watching this meditation with Grace, and just taking a little time in my day to go inside. And I'm here, me, Grace, to just be a guide for you, just to help you focus. So you're doing all the work. I'm just here to hang out and support you and give you some ideas and some reflections. So first of all, just thank you to everyone who's been doing this challenge with me, who's been meditating with me. I feel you, I love you, and I am so glad for your support. And for yourself showing up for this meditation or through this challenge. And if this is your first meditation with me, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me. So we're just going to do a couple of light movements. So if you'd like, you can open your eyes and just bring your hands to the top of your knees or your thighs, wherever is most comfortable. And we're just going to stretch our hands all the way over your head. I know you can't see all of me, but you can imagine you're going to be stretching your fingertips outward. Oops. There's a light right next to me. So yeah, stretch as much as comfortably possible. And then just shake your hands out as you bring them back to the top of your legs. We're going to do that 2 more times. So hands over your head, stretch your arms, your forearms, your fingertips, your palms. And don't forget to breathe. And as your hands are coming down, just shake, 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 shake it out. Hands to the top of your legs. One more time. Bring your hands all the way over your head. Stretch. Breathe. And shake it out and bring them back down. We're just going to twist from side to side. Just kind of awaken this part of the body. Again, a lot of us sit all day, or we're in the car, on the computer, and we're all crunched up. So just do this gently back and forth, very gently, like we're going at a medium pace, but don't push yourself, okay? And then facing forward, we're just gonna do a couple little shoulder rolls. So bring your shoulders up to your ears and push them backward down your spine. Push them up to your ears, backwards down your spine. We're going to do this just for about 30 seconds. So your own pace. Just slowly. Don't forget to breathe. Bring your hands back to the top of your legs. Shake it out, back and forth. And we're just going to gently stretch our neck from side to side. Just so gently. Imagine there's a string at the top of your head pulling you upwards, keeping you really in that elevated position. But your chin is slightly tucked forward. And then back to neutral. And we're going to go up and down. So please be so gentle with your neck. Chin to chest. Slowly, slowly, so slowly. Back upward. Just at your own pace. Come back and forth between stretching your neck up and bring your chin to your chest. Just so gently. And we're going to sit straight up, shoulders back, spine as straight as possible while still being comfortable. Anytime you work with me, I want you to be comfortable. So don't push yourself. If you need support, if you need to sit in a different way, if you need to just hang out with your hands on your knees and close your eyes and just breathe, that's okay. We're just here for the energy. We're just here for the connection. We're just here for the practice. Don't put pressure on yourself, okay? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do one more little thing, and then we're going to go into the visualization. So I just invite you now. You're going to just, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to describe it. So you're going to have your feet flat on the floor, and you're going to just draw your toes to the ceiling. At the same time, the base of your foot, the bottom of your foot is going to be planted on the ground. So you're really just stretching the top of the foot and the toes. And just do this a couple of times on your own. And now we're going to do the opposite. You're going to keep your toes planted on the floor. And you're going to raise your heels, the bottoms of your feet. Just back and forth slowly. Just reminding yourself like, oh, okay, I have legs, I have feet, I have a whole body, I'm not just a brain. And it's all connected. So bring your feet back to a neutral position. Just wiggle your toes a little bit. And just circle your ankles 1 foot at a time. Circle your ankles 1 foot at a time. Then switch directions on that same foot. You're going very slowly, very slowly. Now move to the other foot. Plant that foot you were just working on onto the ground. Lift the other foot and do gentle circles in one direction. Don't forget you're breathing during this whole thing. Imagine your breath is heavy and it's just weighing you down. And it feels so comfortable. It feels like a weighted blanket on top of you. If you haven't already, switch directions. Someday I gotta get like a proper setup so I can be far away and you can see my whole body. One day. But you guys know what I mean. And those who are listening on the audio meditation, you know what I mean. Okay, feet on the ground if they aren't already. And I'm gonna give everyone about 30 seconds to a minute to lie down if you so choose. We're going to be going into our visualization. We'll be here about 20 minutes. If you want, just lie flat on the floor or lie on your bed or a couch, or you can stay seated if you like, if you're comfy and cozy. We're just going to close our eyes. I'll give everyone another 30 seconds. I'm going to take a sip of my water, which is almost empty, so I'm going to fill this up after. Don't forget. I also been taking flower essences. I just ran out of this one. I've been taking it for years. It's called Cosmos. It's a flower. Obviously, it's a flower essence. But yeah, I just ran out of this one, which is beautiful. I feel like when I actually go through all of them, because it is such subtle, like vibrational medicine, I can really see like the benefits of it. Like I've been working with this for, I don't know, a year and a half or something. I just take a few drops like when I do my meditations or my podcast recording, you know, when I'm recording and wanting to get into that vibe. But yeah, she's beautiful. She's done. I don't know if you can see. It's backwards anyway, but alas. Okay, so now that we're all situated, everyone, if you haven't already, you can close your eyes. And I'm just going to guide us through a visualization as well as this, like I described, this sensation meditation. So I'm going to be describing some things to picture in your mind's eye, and I'm going to be describing some things to attempt to recreate within your physical body. And I think sometimes if we have difficulty doing this, one of my tools that I find helpful for people, outside of like this, like using a visualization to practice, music is a huge transporter. So if there's like a song that is connected to a moment for you, or it's just connected to like this emotion, it can help you really embody that emotion in your body. So sometimes if you're having trouble connecting with a certain emotion, finding like a song that symbolizes that, and listening to it. My phone's on lower battery, so I should stop rambling. But yeah, listening to music to create feelings for yourself, as well as another tool could be finding a memory in your mind, in your past, that is connected with an emotion. So if you feel like you're having trouble connecting with joy in this moment, like you feel like you're tapped out, you feel sad, etc., like finding a moment in your memory that really is connected to that utter feeling of joy, and focusing on that and seeing if you can bring that feeling into your body. I think of it kind of like time travel, but that's a whole nother conversation. So let's begin by just taking a few deep breaths. So breathing in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. We're going to do 5 slow breaths like this together. Breathing in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Final breath, inhale, exhale. So to begin, I'm going to have you picture in your mind's eye, to the best of your ability, a pink rose. You can imagine yourself standing in front of this rose or holding it in your hand. See if you can really imagine what it looks like. The formation of the petals, the thorns, the leaves, the vibrancy of the pink color. I'm going to take a moment to see if you really can create this image in your mind. Now imagine smelling this rose. Can you create the scent of a beautiful rose in your mind? What does a rose smell like? Imagine breathing it deep into your lungs. Imagine yourself sitting next to this rose bush and you're seated on the grass. And the grass is wet underneath your legs. Can you imagine? Can you feel? Tune into the sensation of the wet grass touching your bare skin. And in your mind, you feel pure relaxation, stillness, tranquility. if you could feel this feeling in your body, what would it feel like? What does tranquility feel like to you? Can you create that in your body now? You feel so at ease, but you do feel a shift in the air. You feel like it's about to rain. What does the sensation in your body feel? That intuition. You just know. You can tell by the sky and the air and the sound of the air. Can you create that feeling, that knowing inside? And in your mind, you know it's time to go home because it's about to rain. You can imagine yourself walking down a gravel road. You can hear the rocks and the gravel underneath your shoes. You can feel the sensation of the rocks underneath your feet. What does it feel like? What does it sound like? Are there any memories coming to mind connected to this feeling? And you see yourself approaching a bicycle. And this is your ticket back home. And of course, in our mind, we can create the perfect bicycle. You can picture the color, the make and model. But we also don't need to worry about balance, worry about where we're riding, because this bicycle takes us exactly where we need to go with no effort other than our thoughts. So imagine yourself approaching the bicycle and seating yourself atop it. And before we go to our destination, back to your body, back to the room you are now, we're going to go on a little detour. So imagine yourself on the bicycle and it begins to move. You see your surroundings moving and shifting around you as you move forward on the bicycle. You feel grounded, you feel capable, you feel free, and in this moment, you're curious just where you're going. The bicycle stops at what appears to be just like a parking lot. And in that parking lot, it takes you to what looks like a filing cabinet or like a dresser, just filled with little scraps of paper and little photographs. And you wonder, where am I? And we invite you tonight to pull 2 things out of this filing cabinet. These are going to be messages from your higher self, messages from your spirit guides, however you want to interpret it, but messages from your intuition. And we ask to bring forward any information that is relevant for you. So perhaps it will be a word, perhaps it will be an image, a smell, a memory. And we ask to bring this forward to you to show you some aspects of yourself that want to be explored along this journey of rebirth. So we're going to stay here for about 5 minutes and see what comes forward for you. See if there's any words, images, sense, memory. Imagine yourself pulling them out of the cabinet, what you're intuitively drawn to, opening it up and just feeling what is for you. And if you have a notebook near you, you can even with your eyes closed just write down those things. If it's something as specific as a word. And if you're not as visual, you might just have a random thought come to mind. You think diligence, you think protection, you think strength, you think intelligence. Whatever the random thought comes to mind. Maybe it's even a song like we mentioned earlier. These random thoughts, these are ways to connect with our intuition. So trust yourself. The first thing that comes forward. Just gathering up the last of this information before we go back. When you're ready, you can get back on that bicycle, and it's going to direct you all the way back to the room you are now. You can begin to fade those images in your mind. Bring your awareness back to your physical body. Calling all your energy, your awareness back into your body. Any energy we moved or we shifted, we asked with assistance to be released into the light or bury into the earth, to be recycled, renewed, to be rebirthed just as we are. Bringing your body back into the room it is now, focusing your attention on your back against the ground or your feet on the ground. What does it feel like? We're just going to take a few deep breaths here before we open up our eyes. Just inhale through the nose, exhale out the nose. 5 breaths like this at your own pace. Finding your way to that final breath. And when you're ready, you can just move your body a little bit, stretch it out, and slowly open up your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for meditating with me tonight. If you like to just stay in this energy, maybe you want to take a few minutes to journal about your experience. What came up for you? What messages? What was hard? What was easy? What do you want to try more of? What are you feeling? All those questions are worthy of exploring. If it's difficult to feel, that is okay. It takes a while and it takes practice to feel, to see, to know, to do any of these things through meditation. That's why we call it a practice. I say that literally most every single time I do a meditation because I want people to remember that it's not always easy. And it doesn't mean you suck at meditation. And also, there's so many different kinds, so that's why I like to come here and do a lot of different types. And there's also a million bajillion teachers out there, so find what works for you, find what you like, and try new things. Explore. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun, and also it can be very serious sometimes, so it's not always fun. A both and kind of situation. So thank you so much for joining me. We will be back for number 7, the last meditation in this Rebirth series. So think about how, if you've been here for the whole challenge, and even if you haven't, you can still do this, but think about how you were during the first meditation at the beginning of the challenge. Did you have any intentions? Did you have any thoughts or reflections or things that you wanted to focus on as far as the theme of rebirth? And you can still think about those things and journal about it, and kind of process like how you want that to show up in your life. And if you have any reflections on how it has shown up or how it continues to show up, write them down. And also please comment, please share, do all the things. Please share with me as well. Like, I love to hear about your experiences. So again, thank you for meditating. Thank you for being here with me. You know the deal. Drink all the water, eat nourishing foods, be gentle on yourself as much as you can, and welcome in new experiences. We are rebirthing ourselves. So, kind of cool, right? All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.